Previously on Flying Training.
All I want you to do is keep the speed 65. If we're too slow, blow the nose. If we're too quick, raise the nose. So that is the effective aileron. This time we're going to look at the effective elevator. We'll control pitch. That's it.
New plane. New instructor. Turbo camera angles. First radio call.
Stepney Green information, this is Golf Papa Sierra India.
First time taxiing in fog. First time spotting another aircraft.
It's an airplane over there.
And first takeoff. Hello again. My name is Mo. Welcome to the second episode of my Flying Training Chronicles. Two weeks after my first lesson, I managed to add 2 more hours to my logbook. This time with another instructor, Bob, and on a different aircraft. A Grop 115 tutor, which is usually used to train military pilots. The first hour covered the relatively simple exercise 6, flying straight, level and in balance. This means keeping the plane flying straight with the wings parallel to the ground to keep it from turning, and at the same level so we're not climbing or descending, and pointed exactly at the direction of travel using the rudder, which would be indicated on the instruments using the balance ball. The second hour was much more exciting. Here are some of the highlights of the flight.
Golf Sierra India, runway 34, surface wind light and variable, take off at your discretion.
Take off, Golf Sierra India.
Okay, we're going to go down the runway now, so off the brakes, add full power in.
Golf Uniform Lima, report lined up, runway 34.
So 55 knots, slight back pressure, that's it. Good, you just did a takeoff. So, if you want to climb straight up, look at the attitude, see where the nose is sitting?
Yes.
In relation to the horizon?
Yes.
Now, the airspeed will climb, and we'll do about 70 to 75 knots, that's what we're looking for. If we want to go faster, all we do is lower the nose. Slightly, we're still climbing, but our airspeed's building up. So if you look out the window, look forward, look where the horizon cuts across the nose.
Yes.
In relation to where you are. Look out to the wingtips, the even distance from the horizon, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, that's the perfect position for climbing.
Okay.
So all I want you to do is hold that picture, because this is the picture for the climb.
Okay.
Right, we'll level off there, so level the nose. So remember straight and level flight?
So
the wings level, equal distance? Roughly, just roughly.
within tolerance, yes.
Look forward, hold that. Are we climbing or descending now? You've got your attitude you want, now trim for it. Right, we've done climbing, so I've shown you a climb. To descend then, we always put the carburetor heat to hot.
Okay.
The type of descent I'm going to show you is called a glide descent. Okay? That means we close the throttle all the way. Hold the attitude until we get to about 75 knots. There we go. Then we let the nose go down, and we trim just to maintain 75 knots. Okay, happy? To be honest, I'm not bothered if you're happy. I'll tell you why, because I'm happy. Look at that. 3,300 feet, perfect. You got your heading, airspeed, everything is nice. You did that really nice. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to turn us. Don't worry, you'll be coming on to this lesson.
Oh, I must admit I'm enjoying the turns.
But if you notice, when we finish turning, we're back to the same attitude, aren't we, for straight and level?
Golf Sierra India, runway 34, surface wind 0107 knots, land at your discretion.
Land, Golf Sierra India. See the 3-4 numbers?
Yes.
We're going to keep those in the same place in the windscreen. And when they start trying to go under us, I just reduce the power. We touch down as gently as we can. That's what you'll be expected to do.
Okay.
As you saw, this flight covered climbing and descending. which are the first halves of exercises 7 and 8. Flying is of course awesome, but the exciting stuff this week mostly happened on the ground. First was the radio call.
Stepney Green information, this is Golf Golf Papa Sierra India on the airship apron requesting airfield information and taxi.
Now I have made many radio calls before, on amateur bands, not on a busy frequency, used for exchanging safety critical information in a timely manner. I was a little nervous at first, which led to some hesitation and a couple of mistakes. See if you can spot my mistake here.
Golf Sierra India at Alpha 5 ready for departure.
Golf Sierra India, hold your position, there's left traffic on final.
Holding Golf Sierra India.
Holding Golf Sierra India.
Did you spot it? No? Watch again, and this time listen carefully to the chatter on the radio right after the tower's instruction.
Golf Sierra India, hold your position, there's left traffic on final.
Holding Golf Sierra India.
Holding Golf Sierra India.
But just listen out first because someone
Alpha.
In my haste to acknowledge the hold instruction, I spoke over another pilot. Bad mistake, but it wasn't the only one. Here's another.
So you've got to read back. Taxi holding point Alpha 5 for runway 34 left hand, QNH 1024, and then Golf Sierra India.
Taxi A5, runway 34 left hand, QNH 1024, Golf Golf Papa Sierra India. Thank you.
Did you spot it? No, it wasn't a hesitation. Here is a hint for you.
Is that all right? Yep, you don't have to say thank you though. There's no politeness.
Yes, my mistake this time is being polite. When communicating by radio, you should not be over polite. Please and thanks are unnecessary. Okay, to be fair, if you think about it, if you're another pilot waiting for me to finish so you can pass your message, you'd rather I get off the frequency ASAP than take my time being polite, right? By the way, have you noticed what I call the airfield information service?
Stepney Green information.
Yep, it turns out halfpenny green is actually pronounced halfpenny green. Apparently there used to be an old British halfpenny coin. I suppose since the Brits love shortening words, half was half to ha, and the coin came to be known as halfpenny. Something to keep in mind if you plan on flying to Halfpenny Green Airfield. After the radio call, we taxied towards the runway. Earlier that day, we had a rare, clear and sunny sky. But just as I began the walk around, it started raining. It was only a passing rain, but it lingered enough to cause a fog on the ground. In fact, when I got to the runway, I was surprised to see the lights on. I wasn't expecting to see those during my flight training, since it will always be during the day. Next was to come the most exciting part of the flight. Little did I know at the time, I was about to take off on my own.
Golf Sierra India, can report lined up, runway 34, runway is occupied.
Lining up Golf Sierra India.
Off the brakes, hand on the throttle,
That one's on the ground now.
off the brakes quickly. That's it, powering, because we need to get it on the runway quite sharpish now. That's it. So once you get yourself moving, just reduce the throttle so you don't go too fast. Just be gentle on your throttle movements, Mo. Stay on the yellow line so we're going round to the left. See the runway?
Yeah.
Because it's the one that's got all the lights on. So just line up straight. Come to a stop, hold that back, that's it. Come to a stop, that's it.
Golf Sierra India, runway 34, surface wind light and variable, take off at your discretion.
Take off Golf Sierra India.
Take off Golf Sierra India.
Okay, hold it on the brakes. I want you to keep on pressing the brakes. Move the throttle slowly up to 2000. Okay, just hold it. So we look towards windsock, see there's no wind, look towards the tower, can see there's no lights.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to go down the runway now, so off the brakes, feet to the bottom of the rudder pedals, keep us straight on that centre line using the rudder only. Add full power in.
Golf Uniform Lima, report lined up, runway 34.
So keep us on the centre line, is the throttle fully open?
Yes.
Yep, good.
Lining up.
So, gently on the rudder pedals, not too...
Okay.
So 55 knots, slight back pressure, that's it. Lower lower the nose a little bit, lower the nose a little bit. We don't want to go too slow, that's it, keep your hand on that throttle. Good, you just did a takeoff.
A warning would have been good.
Yep, I was terrified, but it was awesome. Once we were airborne, we practiced climbing as well as descending without power. The latter was quite interesting. Pulling the throttle all the way back and watching as the plane point down towards the ground was certainly something.
Means we close the throttle all the way. Hold the attitude until we get to about 75 knots. There we go. Then we let the nose go down.
By now I've figured out the pedals and started to get the hang of the control sensitivity and the airplane's response time. One thing I didn't get the hang of though is filming, as evident by the wonderful camera angles. I also discovered that I tend to be either too fast or too slow on moving the throttle. Another thing that needs some fine-tuning.
Be gentle on your throttle movements, Mo.
After practicing climbing and descending for a few more times, and as we were heading back, I spotted another aircraft for the first time on my own.
Use this as a separate lesson. What I'm doing again.
That's an airplane over there.
Information,
visual. So when you say an airplane over there, what you say is...
Straight ahead, below us.
Yeah, 12 o'clock.
12 o'clock.
That was significant for me because, quite frankly, the thing which truly concerns me about GA flying is the prospect of not spotting traffic until it's too late. Being able to spot that plane gave me a good confidence boost and, more importantly, gave me some idea on what I should be looking out for. After that, we joined the circuit behind another airplane and proceeded to a very nice and smooth landing, which brings me to the matter of deciding between the Cessna and the Grob for my flying training. But that's a topic for another video. Thanks for watching, I hope you liked this video, and I'll see you in the next one.